Good morning, Garden of England, Thursday morning, in what I would say is a late autumnal morning. I've wrapped up in my old sailing gear. Actually, some of you who still follow me, I would have had the privilege of inviting on to my sailboat that we sail out of Largs from. Back then, twin-helmed Jano 46-footer. The truth of the matter is, how on earth can a little boy who grew up initially in Wardy Road, Easterhouse, where I went back to be a social worker, or who grew up in Cumbernauld, really, how could he possibly end up owning a 10-berth sailing yacht? Well, because I did this. Because I did what you're doing now. And what you will do as the weeks go by. So well done if you've got to day 4 of our goal setting process. Well done. But there's much more to do. We're only 4 days into a 20-day process. And the purpose of it is that every time you come here and you do something, you're reinforcing your desire to get into January with real clarity about what you're going to do with your life in its next phase. And I won't let you down. You might let yourself down by not continuing. But listen, yesterday also, funnily enough, I was editing the videos that I've made for this training course that will launch probably on the 3rd of January. That's for your family, your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues, to encourage them to come on board, come on board the boat. Sailing into the future. And one of the things, I got to a part where I was talking about purpose, and I'd watch it again. Oh, did I say that? And what I said was that our purpose in life is to show up being the best version of ourselves, aligned to our values, and the reason why we're here is to show up with the gift or the unique ability that we've come here with. Listen to this, for the service of others. So as we move into this next phase of the Wheel of Life, the final phase of the Wheel of Life in the process today, I want you to think about this, right? People, places, opportunities and ideas and all sorts of stuff are going to be attracted to you because you go through this process and then implement the tools and techniques. But you know what really is massive is there's people out there right now, some that you're aware of in your life, people you don't know, who are going to get caught up in your goal setting. And because we are uniquely passionate about screen 4, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then, well, you need to come back. But because we are passionate about not only benefiting ourselves from our goal setting, but we're absolutely clear about who else benefits. That means if you continue on this process, you're going to draw people, places, opportunities and ideas, listen to this, for other people too. Your life's going to change, but guess what? You're going to massively impact theirs. How cool is that? So let's move on. So we're now in the final 3 spokes of the wheel. So number 10, where we're counting, number 10 is your home. The primary place where you're, some of you may be fortunate enough to have more than one home, but I guess most of you will have one. And the point is, whatever it is, not talking about how grand it is. I mean, I've lived in a castle and I've lived in a button ben, literally. So the thing is, it's not about how big it is or how grand it is, but rather, how does it feel? When I lived in the castle, to be honest, never ever felt right. Just wasn't right. But the thing is, what about your home? Is it time maybe you thought about it? Because what a lot of people do is when they get to the goal setting process towards the end and then they commit to finding a new one. And guess what? It kind of shows up. But it could be that you love where you live. I'm really happy where I live at the moment. So maybe it's a case of how can you improve your home? What can you do? Maybe, as I said yesterday, maybe a lick of paint. What can you do to improve your experience? So what are the three, don't write this stuff down, do the journaling. What are the three dangers that currently exist for your experience of your home? Maybe you're turning a blind eye to a tile that blew off in a storm. I don't know. What are the three? And why is it important you tackle them? And then, what are the three opportunities with your home? What are the three opportunities out there that if you could make them happen, and they make them happen as best they possibly could happen, wow, what would that be like? And why would that be important to you? Do that little bit of journaling, a little bit of a deeper dive. It's building clarity in your subconscious towards the goals you are going to set. And then this next one is your leisure and recreation. Your leisure and recreation. All work and no play makes Jack. What is it? You know, some of you are workaholics. And some of you, the reason why you've come here is to see if you can be even more successful in your workaholic life. No, we need balance. We need balance. So what are the three dangers? What are the three dangers currently going on in your life in terms of your leisure and recreation? Maybe you just simply don't have any. Maybe you don't actually love yourself enough to grant yourself some leisure, some recreation. It's massive in my life. What about you? What are the dangers if you don't? The top three? Why? Write it down, do the journaling. Then, what are the three amazing opportunities for leisure and recreation that could really engage you, could excite you? Write them down, and why are they important? And then finally, final part is your spiritual life. Look, I'm not talking here about religion, that's how people organise the spirituality. But what tends to happen is people get involved with mind